friends, how are you? Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to talk about my favorite dramione fanfictions author, and we're going to talk about what you can find in each of these author work and some recommendations if you ever want to check them out. I've had this video idea for a very long time, probably ever since I started doing this channel, but I never really gotten around to do it. But I finally decided that it's time and I cannot let this go on for any longer. Plus, with the 1-year anniversary of the channel right around the corner, I just want to dedicate a proper video to my beloved authors out there. I just want to show them love and appreciation, you know, for keeping my dramione flame burning, for letting us all experience their talent for free without asking anything in return. If you are a dramione fanfiction author watching my video, just know that I love you with all of my heart, and I would gladly take you on a coffee date if you ever let me. And before we get on with the video for today, I just want to make a note that I know that there are many great, talented, notable authors in the dramione fandom out there, but these authors are just my beloved. They are my own personal favorite, whose work speak to me the most and who gave me the best time reading dramione fanfiction. And so let's get the video started, shall we? You already know who I'm going to start the video with. I have said in one of my videos before that I would never stop repeating that Galfoy is my favorite authors in the dramione fandom, and we're going to start with Galfoy, my favorite dramione fanfiction author. Now, what you can look forward to with Galfoy work are some very original plot lines, some very unique premises, and some very mind-blowing plot twists. Galfoy work are also on the faster pace side for you girlies out there who go autopilot with slow burn, and those aren't the only thing that I love about Galfoy story. Some of the things that I'm absolutely enamored with Galfoy story are: the first is the characterization of Draco and Hermione. I personally believe that Galfoy has the most perfect description of Draco and Hermione in the whole dramione fandom. The Draco and Hermione that you can find in Galfoy work are stubborn, of course, but at the same time they are open to change and they're open to learn. They are very strong-willed, but at the same time they are softies and they are willing to open for love as well. They are just super lovable characters, but they make you feel real. Like, it doesn't seem like they only exist in a romance novel. And the second thing, of course, is the development between Draco and Hermione. Now, Galfoy has some of the most realistic and genuine development between Draco and Hermione. You can clearly see the transitions in their relationship from enemy to friends to lovers, and it's just super believable, but at the same time it makes your heart melt. Finally, the factor X of Galfoy story, a little bit dazzle of bonus, is a pair of supportive Lucius and Narcissa. Now, I personally love the addition of Lucius and Narcissa in all Hermione story, but I don't think anyone has ever come close to the level of Galfoy in portraying supportive Lucius and Narcissa, because she's done an amazing job in that relationship development between Draco's parent and Hermione. You can clearly see that they don't go bam bam I love you Hermione. They have to go through that period of personal growth, character growth. They have to overcome all of their prejudice and everything that they have grown up believing and teaching in order to welcome Hermione into their life. So I just find that I love that for Draco, Hermione, and Lucius and Narcissa in these Galfoy stories. So overall, you already know that I have absolutely no complaint whatsoever about Galfoy story. I believe that all of her stories are perfect, and she has an amazing series of work out there for you guys to enjoy and to marathon through. But if you want to start reading Galfoy work, I recommend 3 stories for you. The first one is Static. It's a novel-length wartime story that will keep you occupied for a little bit of time. The second is One of the Monster. This is on the shorter story side, and it's among my favorite dramione of all time. I don't think I have ever read a story that's so special as One of the Monster. And lastly, I have two shots for you. The first one is Out of Mind, and the second one is Minimal Risk. They are both great one-shot that you can knock down in one go. I promise you that you will never have a bad time reading Galfoy work. So if you haven't read any one of her work, please go ahead and start right now. You can just exit out of this video and do so. I promise you I will never be mad at you. Next up on my favorite list, we have Hatred19, and I believe that you guys have already heard of Hatred19 before because she's among the more well-known and the more well-loved author in the dramione fandom. With Hatred19, you can find some very special, amazing romance story, and what I would like to categorize as lie of life. I'm not sure if it's a correct way to describe Hatred19's story, but at least that's the feeling that I get from reading her story. Now, what's special about Hatred19's story is she will include some extravagant characterization in scenes and description and developments. The Hatred19 story will raise your standards so much that you would not believe in non-fictional people anymore. I have already told you guys a ton before that I am a fast-paced girl through and through, and I do not like to do slow burn. Like, just give me chop, tell me what's going on, okay? But with Hatred19, the slow burn that she does is worth it. The slow burn that she does is the one that I make exception for. What I absolutely love though about Hatred19 story, and I think it's a special element of her work, is a Lord of the Sim Draco. Like, he will raise the bar so high for you that any boys in real life will never compare. Like, the Draco in Age of 19 story will live and die and do anything for Hermione Granger. He is just that pussy whip in Age of 19 story, okay? Age of 19 story usually also include a very big supporting cast who are very lovable and who are quality side characters. So if you want to read story that not just surround around Draco and Hermione, but also include bits and pieces of their life and how they interact with, you know, other people's friends and family around them, Age of 19 story are a perfect way for you to start. And finally, her story are super well written and super well developed. They are polished, but not to the point where it bogs your brain down. Like, it doesn't make you feel stupid because you have to reread a sentence a couple times in order to understand what's happening. And I think it's perfect balance for the type of reader that I am. Couple last words for Age of 19. Age of 19 work are the ones that will pick you up and never let you down, and that's a motto that we're going for with Age of 19. Of course, if you want to start exploring the Age of 19 work, you gotta start with the epic of it all. You gotta start with Remain Nameless. But if that work is too long for you, you can try Between Certified Boy and Bliss. And still, if that's too long for you still, you can try the 2 one-shot that I absolutely love with Age of 19. And the first one is Beer, Potion, and Unwise Notion, and the second one is the Nutcracker Parador. Both of them have a perfect balance between angst and fluff, and it will give you a very good time even though they're short. After you read those 2 one-shot though, I promise you, you will want to read more Age of 19 work, and then that's when you start reading Remain Nameless, okay? Next up, we have Dark of the Moon, my queen for soft love. What you will find in Dark of the Moon work are some forbidden love, some love that make your flame burn even higher, some love that make you defy everything that you have ever known in your whole life just so that you can love this person. You will find some stolen time, you know, secret touches and all that kind of thing, the kind of love that make your heart melt, that give you so much heartache but at the same time give you the most deserving happy ending ever. So if that's your thing, if you want to read some fan fiction that squeeze your heart, that will make you feel like your heart is cracking up in half, but at the end you have a happy ending that heals everything, that soothes all your pain that you go through, she's the one. I would recommend Dark of the Moon for when you want to read some one-shots, because she has an amazing series of one-shot and short story out there for you to finish in one go. But I promise you that these stories that you read from Dark of the Moon, even though they are short, even though they are one and done type of deal, they will make you remember. They will be the story, the details, the moments that etch to your heart, to your brain, that you will never escape, because you just wish that you have that type of love in real life. Some notable work that I have truly enjoyed with Dark of the Moon include Between Pages, my absolutely favorite, Baker's Dozen, Note of Melancholy, and of course the Tender Remedies series. Next up on my list, we have AccioMjolnir, and what you can find with AccioMjolnir work though is some enemy to friend to lovers with a very heavy emphasis on the development between Draco and Hermione. So you will get to see how the relationship transitions very clearly with AccioMjolnir work. You will get to see how they get to know the other person, how they open up, how they become friends, how they fall in love with each other by the end. So if you are the type of reader who just want to cut to the chase, like show me the dramione, show me the romance and nothing else, this is a place for you to go, because all of AccioMjolnir work usually just surround the 2 lovebird alones and, you know, left out all the other fringes and details. So for someone like me who is very invested in the moments and the development and the detail between Draco and Hermione, these stories are just a galore for me, because the moments and the details that AccioMjolnir describe between Draco and Hermione are just so special. This is also the type of love that you wish you have in real life, and AccioMjolnir work are usually easy reads but not easy to forget reads. If you want to start reading some AccioMjolnir work, I recommend that you start with the best of it all, Till the England Rise, and all the other one-shot that surround the universe. Next, read Best Shots. It's my most favorite Dramione one-shot, and it's just the best, period. And lastly, read Under the Wing of Shadow, because it will make you feel so good afterward. Now, just as a side note, AccioMjolnir does write a lot of other pairing as well. So if you are looking for their AO3 profile, make sure that you use the filter feature to your preference in order to find the pairing that you would love to read. Last but of course not least, we have rizzlewrites, and here's to my most OG Dramione authors out there. What you can find with Rizzo story those are some very complicated, intricate and well-developed plot lines, so you will be taken to so many twists and turns, so many hoop and loops, so many adventures throughout the story that you will be engaged. You will be kept on your toes and you will never be able to put down a Rizzo story, so do not expect to catch a break with any of her story, okay? To me personally, the most special things about Rizzo story and the thing that keep me so much in love with her story Rizzo is the dynamic between Draco and Hermione. I have never been able to find such dynamic between Draco and Hermione in any other work in the Dramione fandom, just with Rizzo. The love between Draco and Hermione in Rizzo's story is never spelled out for you. It's barely visible and it's almost like it's not there at all. But at the same time, you know deep in your bone because it's so strong. It's like volume, it's tangible. It almost feels like you can touch their love. You guys already know that my greatest of all time, my most beloved and my most favorite Dramione fanfiction is written by Rizzo, and that is The Dragon Prize. But what you may not know is that I have only read 3 works by this author before, and she's on my favorite list because she can have my whole heart, my whole attention, my whole focus. But I am traumatized by her story. Do not expect to have an easy read with Rizzo, okay? Love in Time, A Zombie Apocalypse is on my next read, but I feel like I'm not ready for no new one of her work yet because of how much pain I go through with her work. Is it worth it? It's 100% worth it. So pick your battle, okay? Now, if you want to start reading Rizzo work, of course, I'm gonna say start with The Dragon Bride. It is my most favorite Dramione fanfiction of all time, so I don't think I need to say anything else about it. If that is too long for you though, and you wanna see if you can get into Rizzo's story, I would recommend 2 shorter stories by her, and that is The Art of Diplomacy and Easy Love. Both of them has portrayed a very special relationship development between Draco and Hermione that you may not be able to find anywhere else. So buckle up because you're gonna be in for a hell of an adventure with Rizzo, okay? That is the end of my video. I know that I've only featured 5 authors in this list, but if you guys are interested in knowing more about the authors that I love reading, please let me know in the comment down below, and of course I will get it done for you guys. But just know that these authors are my most beloved. Like I have said before, they have given me such a good time reading Dramione fanfiction, and all of their work are just in my heart and in my head and in my brain forever. I don't think I will ever be able to forget any of their work. And so I hope you guys have a good time watching this video, and of course I will see you guys in the next one, okay?